Labubus. Everyone's got a Labubu, unless you don't have a Labubu. I don't have a Labubu. I was being a little hyperbolic when I said that. My point being that at this point, you've probably heard about Labubus some way or another. But in case you haven't or are over the age of 25, Labubus are a series of collectibles. They can be plushies, figurines, keychains. Labubus were originally created by an independent artist named Kaizing Lung, but in 2019 he partnered with a Chinese toy company called Pop Mart, and fast forward to now and they're everywhere. A big part of the appeal seems to be that they come in blind boxes, meaning you can't see the figure before you open it.
In the camera. Ready, set, go.
You never know which Labubu you're gonna get. It's kind of like gambling, which is fine. I think that type of thing has been around forever. Like Pokemon and trading cards come to mind. I would also like to add that while my tone in this video sounds very judgmental, I'm probably gonna make fun of Labubus a lot, I have like no room to talk because there are Funko Pops behind me.
My life is like a video game.
Anyways, a lot of the audience for Labubus seems to be women, and thus also performative men trying to attract women with Labubus. I'm not sure where I was going with that, just kind of felt like relevant information. There does seem to be this sort of like mass hysteria around Labubus.
Labubu or yacht? Of course Labubu. 2 Labubus or Mercedes class? Of course 2 Labubus. 3 Labubus or ticket to your favorite country? It's easy. 3 Labubus.
I mean, just the sheer amount of Labubu content I have seen over the past few months is staggering.
This is the only place in the UK to be doing the Labubu Dubai chocolate covered strawberries. This is Sweet Dreams in Manchester, and they're making Dubai chocolate Labubus with pistachio kanafa filled inside of it. They're serving it on top of their strawberry cups, and you can get it in milk or white chocolate.
This is the final boss of consumerism. I got this ad the other day that I guess it's a custom Labubu with your face on it. But it just looks like something you could do in Photoshop for free. Labubus and gender identity. No way am I reading that. Who am I kidding? Yes, I am. So I guess there are a plethora of different pronouns depending on the individual Labubu's identity. It does seem to be based off of location, which is weird. I've never seen that before. The Labubus in Los Angeles are all gang affiliated. Pretty sure reading that just tripled my chances of dementia.
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. Now, this is real 24 karat gold, made in the form of a Labubu.
The way she says Labubu is hypnotic.
Labubu.
When I say Labubu content is oversaturated, all I see is Labubu content. This lady makes up like 90% of it.
I am the owner of the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. I am the owner of the one and only 25 karat rose gold Labubu. I'm the owner of the one and only Irish good luck shapeshifting Labubu. I'm the owner of the one and only invisible Labubu.
She's probably the most notorious Labubu collector on the internet. I mean, she's got so many rare pieces. One of my favorites is the anti-gravity Labubu.
I am the owner of the one and only anti-gravity Labubu. I've got a problem with the anti-gravity Labubu. All it does is it just keeps on going round and round my head. And I don't know how to stop.
She actually did a really good bit where it started showing up in other videos.
So you're famous, madame. I am. I've been getting so many comments.
Genuinely hilarious. I hate that she's funnier than me. I also think it's impressive just how many Labubu variants she's able to come up with.
I'm the owner of the one and only fake tan Labubu.
But given the fact that she's got to come up with a new Labubu every day, you know, some of the ideas might not be the greatest. In fact, she did fly a little too close to the sun with the KSI Labubu. Now, before I show you the KSI Labubu, in case you don't know, this is what KSI looks like. Very famous influencer.
I am the owner of the world's first KSI Labubu. So I have been a fan of the Sidemen for years and years, and I can't tell you how excited I was to pick up this KSI Labubu.
Yeah, I don't really know, like, what to say about that. I am the owner of the one and only racist Labubu. She received a lot of backlash for this, obviously. You could say she's in the thick of it.
So I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Labubu video that I deleted. Now, in no way, shape or form did I intend for that video to be racist or against anyone.
Honestly though, like, What did she think was gonna happen? She painted it pitch black, dude.
I tend to go off the comments, like people have said sapphire Labubus, emerald, so I've done them. And someone said a KSI Labubu. So that is where the idea firstly came from. Now, I haven't got anything against anyone, no matter what shape or colour.
I personally think she did it on purpose. I think she just wanted attention from it, and she got it. There's no way. I mean, there's just no way it was an accident. I don't know. Moving on. Alright, bro. I also see a lot of AI-generated Labubu content. Not sure what that's about, but they do seem like intrinsically linked.
It's hard being a Labubu doll in a Dubai chocolate factory. 12-hour shifts, 0 breaks. Your best friend was just hospitalized with severe dehydration, and you only get paid 1 goon coin per month.
An entire forest burnt down so that this video could exist. Can you even call this content? I don't think you can. This is just literal, unfiltered brain rot. 30,000 likes. Can you imagine pressing like on that video? Startup idea. AI-powered Labubus with voice mode. That might be the worst sentence I have ever read. How about a shutdown idea? This cannot happen. This would be the end of humanity as we know it. Despite all of these wonderful technological innovations and beautiful art that is coming out of the Labubu industry, there does seem to be a dark side to Labubus. I see a lot of people saying that Labubus are demonic.
Millions of people are throwing away their Labubus.
Wait, why?
Well, it started when a video went viral. It was a girl that said she went down to take a nap for a couple of hours, but when she woke up, she had claw marks everywhere. She said she didn't have any pets, but she did have a room full of Labubus.
Bro, you better not be telling me that the Labubus are entities. That makes no sense. They're little fluffy creatures from Hong Kong.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, you better not be telling me that the Labubus are entities.
Have you not heard of Pazuzu?
Puzzle what?
Listen, the creators of Labubu had to cut corners on their first production run. They bought discounted stuffing that came in a burlap sack, all the way from a warehouse in Iraq. The problem is, archaeologists use this same warehouse to store ancient idols, one of them being Pazuzu, which is a demon from the Middle East. It's known for possessing people and objects. Unfortunately, one of the sacks had dust from one of the shattered Pazuzu idols.
Wait, you're telling me that every Labubu is made with demon dust?
Actually, yes.
I believe him. Name a single time anybody has ever lied on the internet. Exactly, you can't. There might be some truth to that though, because I did see a video where someone strapped a Labubu to a bunch of fireworks, and then they launched it, and then it targeted like the nearest person, like a homing missile. There are serious problems occurring within Labubu culture right now though. Theft is a big one. There's been petty Labubu theft, but there's also been large-scale Labubu heists happening. I mean, the Labubu Queen herself even had her prized Labubu stolen.
I can't believe it. I've been out today and someone's stolen my 24 karat gold Labubu.
To be fair though, you're just asking to get robbed at that point. It's like walking around with a Mona Lisa. Like, what did you expect? There are also a lot of fake Labubus going around, which happens with like every collectible. People are calling these Lafufus. And yes, in case you were wondering, I did spend like 10 minutes reading an infographic on Instagram about Labubus and Lafufus crossbreeding. And you know what? I don't regret a second of it. That's 10 minutes of my life well spent. Apparently they had to halt sales of Labubus in the UK at one point because just so many people were getting into physical fights over them, which is awesome. Like I said, just mass hysteria. Maybe they are demonic, I don't know. Look, I understand the appeal of Labubus. I understand collecting, I'm a massive nerd. But I have to ask, how long will this last? How long until all of these end up in a landfill? Because with something like Funko Pops, it seems like people are buying it because of they like the character or they like the movie that it's representing. But with Labubus, it feels like a lot of people are buying them because they feel like they have to, because it's a trend. Sometimes it almost seems like mindless consumption. And I can think that's cringe or whatever, but it also seems like it has brought a lot of people a lot of joy. So to each their own, really. I do think that Kazing Loon guy probably does feel like Oppenheimer though. That's all I've got to say regarding the Labubu epidemic. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you didn't lose too many brain cells, unless that's what you want, which in that case you came to the right place. Like, subscribe, and comment your Labubu's menstrual cycle. I don't know. I'm just off the dome. All that.